Get your absolute best silk press results with this guide. Let's get into it. Hey, it's Theresa. We are 2 full weeks into this silk press. Let's do a 360 so you guys can see what we're working with. Okay, do we see? Do we see? So I'm not in my swivel chair, so I'm gonna come to the front. I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do that, so you guys can see. It has been 2 full weeks, and as promised, I am back with a video to share with you the products that I use, the tools that I use, as well as some helpful tips about technique. I know that there are multiple ways to get to a really beautiful silk press. The only thing I feel like in my life where there is really only one way to do a thing is with the Lord Jesus Christ, because the Word of God says that He is the way, the truth, and the life. And so there's only one way to the Father. Ain't no other way but through Jesus. Other than that, okay, when it comes to our hair, I know that there are multiple ways to get the results, but I want to share with you what I've been able to do to guarantee these types of results at home in between seeing my stylist. Disclaimer, I always talk about it. If you've been following along with me on this journey, you know I partner with my professional, okay? I am not in this thing alone. I see her once a quarter. I am not 100% breakage free, okay? I still have a situation going on in the middle top of my head, and so I am definitely due for a cut to get rid of the rest of that. Overall, your girl has been maintaining, and just the hair is growing and thriving, and I'm maintaining the length that I need to while she cuts away the dead ends. Okay, so in my last video, I did share with you all that it's so important to stick to one system. I alternate between a clarifying moisturizing system and a protein system. Today, I want to talk to you about the moisturizing clarifying system because that's something that I can do on my own at home. When it comes to actually using a protein system, I'm going to insert a screenshot right here of the text that I send to my stylist because I still need help when it comes to how to use it properly. I still partner with her. It is so important that you partner with a trusted, licensed professional who's going to love on you, love on your hair, and help you give you the proper guidance in between seeing them. What I go in first with is Straight Request. This is their Clean Start. It is a clarifying sulfate-free shampoo. I'll make sure that I link everything below. This is the salon quality size and bottle my stylist got put me on, but I will link where you can get like I think a smaller size of this bottle. So once I rinse that out, I go in with Moisture Plus. Same company, same system. Okay, the Moisture Plus conditioning shampoo. So once I strip all that nastiness and all the gunk off my hair, I'm going back in to add in some moisture. And then I end with this High Five, which is, this stuff is bomb. I did record myself trying to do the wash day. And shout out to the girls who are on here recording themselves washing, conditioning, all this stuff in the shower. I just am not built for it. I give you guys so much credit. I couldn't do it. So here we are after the fact. I'll insert footage here and there so you can kind of see what we're doing. But this right here is phenomenal. It's their High Five Hydrating Mask Absorbable Treatment. It lists all the things. There's no silicones, helps repair, restore, and prevent breakage and split ends. 100% absorbable. And one of the things that really made a difference with this for me was actually following the instructions. So on the back, it actually, for the directions, it tells you to sit under a warm hair dryer for 10 to 15 minutes and rinse and style as usual. I never was a girl who sat under a dryer. I would just put the conditioner in, rinse it out, because at that time, I was actually wearing crochet braids, so it was no need in my mind. I was like, what do I need that for? I'm going to be in a protective style. But ever since being on this journey for the past year, I have been doing just that. Whenever I use this deep conditioner, your girl is under a warm, and I'll get into that when I talk about the tools, a warm hooded dryer. And it's a steamer really to really make sure that this can penetrate my hair strands, because what you want to do is you want to get the moisture in there, okay? Look at this. Look at that. I got that much left of all that. I've been using this for the past year and it's been so good. My hair has been loving it. Loving it, okay? This is the hair steamer that I use. Hair steamer thermal heat cap. I thought it was a dryer, but it's not. So dry hair faster, set your style, great for treatments, help with scalp circulation. I love this. So it doesn't produce steam, but it comes in this cute little bag like this. And then this is the how it looks. Has 3 time settings and 10 heat settings. It goes from 30, 45 to 60 minutes. And then it has settings from 1 through 10. It's so user-friendly. It cuts off automatically once the timer goes off. I'm a 5 or 6 girly. My daughter, I do her own 5. And then me, I kind of alternate between 5 and 6 depending on how my hair is under the cap. It has adjustment here, so you can make sure you tighten it to your head size. So this is what I've been using, especially over the past year. This together, my hair feels so soft when I do these two together. So that's what I use for the heat cap. So once I do that whole system, I'm rinsing everything out. And then I am going in with the Mizani Miracle Milk. Basically everything that I'm using, my stylist has put me on. I didn't know what to do at home. I really was struggling, y'all, when I tried to do this 2-3 years ago. And I was like, what's the point? Until I can go to the stylist, I gotta just be in crochet braids because it's so easy. But once you really figure out what works for your hair, and then you consistently work that system and that routine, I'm telling you, it makes a world of difference. I spray just a teeny bit of this on my hair. This is amazing because not only is it a leave-in, but it also has a heat protectant in it. So I'm okay. When I go in and I blow dry, I'm using this blow dryer. I use the Knot Doctor. So once you take it out of the box, it has this portion here, okay? You plug this part in, and there's a couple of settings here. So you have the, there's of course the off, cool, low, and then high. And then they have this little button you can push here if you wanna just do bursts of cool while you're drying your hair. And then it has this attachment, okay? So you can do it like that. And what I do is I usually section my hair off, and then I kind of alternate between low and high. So I'm high through my roots to get them really straight, and then I'm low once I get toward the end. Button here is really helpful. If you can kind of like figure out how to maneuver your fingers so that as you're blowing it out, you start hot at the top, and then you push that button as you get toward the ends, because the ends are older. They don't need as much straightening. My ends don't. And so I'm starting hot and then going in, ending cool. Starting hot, ending cool. I go in with this while I have this product on my hair. I am going through to make sure everything is completely dry, but not over dry. You want to do the majority of the straightening during your drying process, but it's so important that you're not over drying the hair. So once my hair is dry, I'm done. Here, I've been using this for the past year since I've been on this journey. Okay, it gets the job done. Now that that's done, your girl is dry, I'm gonna go in. I need to go ahead and I'm gonna start the press process. Using the Amika Blockade Heat Defense Serum, okay? It's so important that when you go through with your heat protectant, okay, a little bit goes a long way. A teeny bit. I love this stuff so much, but one little pump, maybe 2, I do like 2 pumps of the serum for my entire head. It's so important that you don't pack on products when you're trying to get a silk press that moves. You don't need a bunch of products, y'all. I'm telling you, less is literally more. After I've done the Amika Heat Blockade, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna get my flat iron ready, okay? This is just a basic flat iron here. I'm gonna put some of the information in the link below. I wanna be very clear. I never, ever, ever at home go any higher than 390. Typically kind of live in that 360 to 390 range when it comes to pressing and when it comes to actually curling my hair, and I'll get into that later. But I don't do a high heat. I'm not a high heat girl. I don't mind a little bit of body and a little bit of texture. I don't necessarily need to have it look like I have a relaxer in my hair. Even now, like my roots are getting poofy. That doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. So for this last suppress, I'll insert the clip there. I believe I was at like 360, 380. And then this is how I press. I have a comb. This is a heat resistant comb. And then I do have my flat iron. I went through section by section. I did the chase method. What I typically do is I'll start at the root. I'll press a little bit down on the root, okay? Then I grab my comb and then we go the rest of the way. So again, I'm not trying to go over and over and over again. I do 2 passes. I do 1 pass to press. I do another pass on a lower temperature to curl. After that, there is no more heat that I put on my hair ever until I do the next wash day, the next routine. I am not somebody who puts heat on their hair in between silk presses or in between wash days. I don't. I have a whole video on how to revive your silk press without using heat. I'll be sure to link that down below. You do not need heat. Repeat after me. I do not need to keep pressing and straightening my hair every day and curling it. I'm telling you that it's just breaking your hair down. Your hair will not be happy. Your curls, your hair will not be happy, okay? I don't care how much heat protectant you put on there. Don't do it. Don't do it, okay? Don't do it. Here, look. Don't do it, okay? Last thing I want to talk about after we talk about the pressing process, I just learned about this. It's the Moroccan Oil Glimmer Shine Finish. I could not figure out how to prevent my hair from reverting once I did all that. And it wouldn't revert back necessarily to a bush, but I could tell that the curls would loosen and the shine, it was just giving humidity took over my hair. Once I discovered this, it made a world of difference. My stylist put me on. I said, girl, whenever you do my silk press, I could be out in the rain and my curls, they'll fall a little bit, but I still got body and bounce. What are we doing? What's going on? Well, my stylist, she's not gonna gatekeep. She gonna tell me. She said, girl, what you need to do is go get the Glimmer Shine and just a pump or two and you'll be good. So what she told me is this is like an oily base that actually seals everything in. It also kind of prevents the moisture from getting into the strands to cause it to revert back or loosen. So this, please get your hands on some of this. It will make a world of difference. 2 weeks, y'all. This is 2 weeks. It looks like I just got it done. I need to wash it because my scalp is actually ready to it's like, girl, come on. So it's time, but you can clearly see that what I do works. And that's why I'm sharing this with you. The last thing I do, which is not really a step, I only do this like if I'm trying to get my hair to lay a certain way. So I like my hair to kind of go this way. So when I do press everything out, I do it with the middle part and then I kind of find where I want it to fall. And then I'll go in with a teeny little bit of the slick stick just to kind of help train my hair to fall a certain way. Those are the products I use. I want to share with you a few tips. One is train your hair. This is 2 weeks of pinning and wrapping. My hair is literally trained to the point where I could throw a bonnet on now at night and take it off the next day and it's gonna look like this because my hair has been trained to lay this way over the past 2 weeks with the way I've been pinning it and things of that sort. Please, please, please don't overpress your hair. Whatever you do, don't overpress it. There are so many different ways that we can wear our silk press and things we can do to our hair that will help us to maintain it. I'm in the space now where I do love the body and I like to see a little bit of the curl. So I'm not wrapping my hair as much because it's longer. Now, when it was shorter in that video, I'll post it below. Okay, I was using this black silk cap to wrap, which is still amazing. But I've been a pin curl girly the past few weeks because my hair is getting longer and that just works better for me. But if you're somebody who wants to wrap your hair, that is a great option. Whatever you do, be consistent. Trust the process. I really want to embrace the hair that God gave me. I really don't want to rely on a wig or extensions. Will I do them here and there? Of course, okay? Like not crochet necessarily. I really have retired from crochet, but I'll wear my wig. I'll wear my little cute little braided bun, right? But I want to be able to be somebody who can just love their hair. It's so important that your hair, you have healthy ends. My ends are due for, of course, a trim around the perimeter, but in the middle, I still got some more to cut. But if your hair is shattered and broken and your ends are jagged, you won't get these results. You will struggle and you will be somebody who's constantly trying to make the ends curl over and over because your ends are broken. It's so important that you get rid of the dead weight that is keeping you from the body and volume that you want. Come on, Lord, come on with this word. And so even in our regular lives, there is dead weight, stuff that is literally keeping you stuck that you're holding on to because you're like, I need the length. I don't want to cut my hair, or, you know, this is so comfortable for me, or how will I live without this person in my life, or how can I do this new thing? God's like, let it go. It's time to get rid of the dead weight so that you can fully become who he's calling you to be. God is so amazing, y'all. So I just want to encourage you. As I said in my last video, you have to trust the process. Trust the process and please, oh my gosh, Lord, help us to find trusted professionals that we can partner with on our journey, who can help to guide us, who can cut our hair for us and trim it, and just give us the life and words of encouragement. To be honest, I don't know where I would be if I had extreme breakage and I wasn't partnering with my professional. If I didn't have my girl Vanessa in my corner to help me and guide me and say, girl, it's just hair, it'll grow back, or girl, this is what's going on, it's gonna be okay. You know, like having her made a huge difference, a huge difference. So anyway, that's it, that's all. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.